My name is Haley Ginn, and this is my final product for my independent study mentorship class at Brandeis High School. My topic of study is music education, and my original final product was going to be a concert for the French horn section at Brandeis High School. Now, obviously, that had to be canceled given our current situation with the coronavirus pandemic, so my mentor, Mark Lumley, and I had to make some adjustments. So what I decided to do was to put together videos of 3 full run-throughs of my A2 non-varsity ensemble and my freshman ensemble playing through different rehearsals. So we're going to go over the first rehearsal for the freshman ensemble, then the second and the third, and then we're going to go through the A2 non-varsity ensemble and the second and the third, and then finally we're going to go over one of the full run-throughs for the A1 varsity ensemble playing their ensemble. So I hope you enjoy, and throughout the full run-throughs, I'm going to do a breakdown of what we worked through during that rehearsal, and then what we're going to improve on in the next one, and then the same will go throughout each video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. So thank you for watching, and here's the freshman ensemble playing Hunting Chorus by Weber Potag. Thank you very much.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wait. Oh, do you guys have a pickup?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right. Okay. 5. At the repeat sign. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
The main issues in this run-through were tuning, style, balance, and lining up together. And what I mean by tuning is that some of them were a little too sharp and some of them were a little too flat, and it kind of showed in this video because it wasn't necessarily lining up together in that sense. And stylistic-wise, this piece is very stylistic. It has accents and staccatos pretty much on every note, and that wasn't really being executed in this video, and you'll find that it's executed a bit more in this next video. Balance-wise, this run-through was a little bit rough because everyone was kind of playing at the same intensity level and not very much dynamic contrast, and you'll find that that's improved in the next one. What I told them was that first part needs to be like up there, and then fourth part needs to be right under it, and then second and third need to be below each of those. And you'll see an improvement in that sense in the next video. Lining up together, they just weren't really lining up with the tempo in this. It was a bit slower, so that will definitely be improved, especially with the faster tempo, and they'll be more lined up together, so that'll get fixed, or at least be better in the next rehearsal. So yeah, I hope you enjoy their next run through. This is the freshman ensemble playing in their second video run through. So yeah, thank you. Also, small disclaimer, in this next video we had to record outside because there weren't any practice rooms available. We seriously could not find another place to practice at school, so I apologize for the wind in the background. There's not much I can do about it, but yeah, I apologize for that. So yeah, anyways, enjoy. This is still a really good recording of their playing, so enjoy that. Thank you.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Recording was a drastic improvement from the last one, and the reasons why was tuning wise, it was better. I mean, it might have been hidden by the wind, or the tuning issues might have been hidden, but it was still better and it sounded better, and I like that, especially given the fact that it was cold outside and they still managed to stay tuned together. So I thought that was good. And stylistic wise, this was significantly improved. They almost overdid their accents. It was so much better, and I really appreciated that from them. Balance wise, it was definitely better. I definitely heard the fourth part more, which was really good, and lining up together, they were definitely lined up together more. So this video, despite the wind, was a significant improvement from their last one, and I really enjoyed that. So I hope you enjoy their next recording. This is their final recording. And yeah, this one is a huge improvement as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7.
In this final recording, I thought it was a significant improvement from their first one. Tuning wise, stylistic wise, balance wise, and just overall lining up together, I thought it was a significant improvement. There were some flaws in that recording, like missing notes and things like that. I did think the tuning was a little bit worse than their second recording, but that may just be because it wasn't hidden by the wind. But other than that, I thought it was really good. The balance was there. The first and the fourth part were brought out even more, and the style was there. They were playing their accents out a lot more, and I just thought it was an overall really good recording. And at the end, I added my own little touch there. If you didn't notice, I held out the fermata and they played that last note even longer, and then I cut them off, and then we went in at an even faster tempo. And I really had a lot of fun doing that, so I'm glad they could pull it off in the way that they did. So yeah, thank you very much for watching that. And this next recording is going to be the first recording for the A2 Non-Varsity Ensemble, and they're going to be playing La Chasse by John Barrows. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice.
With the A2 Non-Varsity Ensemble, they tackled a very difficult piece, and I commend them for that. They did a really good job with it. And this was a rough recording. It was their first one, so it's just going to be that way for their first recording. The issues that I found with this recording were tuning, style, staying with the metronome, accuracy, lining up together, and endurance. Tuning-wise, like I said with the freshmen, some of them were, it was mainly just them being too sharp, and I found that to be an issue throughout the piece. Stylistic-wise, they were kind of there with the staccatos and accents, but there wasn't much dynamic contrast, and it definitely could have been more interesting in that sense. Staying with the metronome, that was a huge issue throughout the piece, and they did go at a slower tempo for this one, but it was still an issue that was there, and it was pretty evident in listening to it. And accuracy, hitting the notes or the right notes, it was an issue because some of them just didn't really know where their notes went or where their notes were supposed to be in certain phrases, and that was definitely an issue. Lining up together, especially in parts where some of them just kind of dropped out because they weren't super familiar with the piece because we had just started with it, and then they came back, they did end up coming back in together at the right parts, and they ended at the same place, so that was good. Endurance wise, they definitely gave out sort of at the end, and that was definitely an issue. I found that more towards the end, they started to drop out at parts more, and they started to go off from the metronome, and they just had more trouble lining up together, and I found that to be an issue. But you'll definitely see an improvement in that sense in the next recording. So yeah, thank you for watching, and here's our next recording. Small disclaimer, Ryan, our first part player for this ensemble, was not here in this video, so I had to take over for him for first part, and this was my first time ever playing this part. I definitely looked through it a bunch, but I never actually played it, so it was a little bit rough on my part, so I apologize for that. But otherwise, here's the video. Enjoy. Alrighty. Five, six, 7. In this video, other than me just not being too familiar with the part, it definitely was an improvement from the last one. We did have an increase in tempo, which was good, and they definitely lined up with the metronome a lot more because of that. Tuning wise, it was better, and they still could have used more third part, I think, but the balance was better, I think. There were some parts where we had trouble lining up together. I think a lot of that was just me being unfamiliar with the part. And dynamics were definitely improved. And so, yeah, this was a much better recording from the last one. And pretty much the only discrepancies, sort of, were just me not being too familiar with the part. But you'll definitely get more of a sense of how they improved with this piece in the next video, since Ryan will be in it. So yeah, enjoy!
Okay.
This video was definitely a significant improvement since the last two. For one thing, I increased the tempo and it was a lot faster, especially than the first video, and they definitely had a lot more ease with lining up with the metronome, which I thought was really good. They definitely lined up together more and the style was improved. There was more dynamic contrast. There could have been more in my opinion, but it was definitely improved. And one thing I would say about it was that the balance wasn't necessarily there. It was like first part and second part, and then third part was kind of quiet. One thing that was improved though was that I had Ryan bring them together at the beginning of the piece, and I thought that was good because normally I would bring them in, but I had him bring them together because that was how it would be in the solo and ensemble contest, and that was how it was going to be at the concert. So that was definitely improved. So thank you for watching that, and now here is the final performance of the A1 Varsity Ensemble playing Magic Flute by Mozart. So enjoy! Lastly, I just wanted to take a moment to thank every single person involved with the making of this final product. Now, first, I wanted to thank my section. Obviously, this could not have been done without you guys. You guys show up to rehearsals, you give it your all, and you practice and you take lessons, and you've just been an awesome section to work with throughout this entire year. Just not just through the making of this final product, through marching season, region, all of that. You guys have been amazing and the best section that I could have ever asked for. So thank you for that. And I also wanted to thank Sam Blanton, my fellow section leader. You've been great to work with throughout this whole year, and I can tell you're going to do amazing things in the future, and you've just been an awesome section leader to work with. So thank you for that. And you played just as big of a role in improving the freshmen and the rest of the section throughout this year. So thank you for that. I also wanted to thank the parents of the French 1 section. This could not have been done without you guys. You guys give your kids the resources to do what they do. You give them lessons if they have lessons, and you give them rides and just all the support that they need. And I wanted to thank you guys for that. I wanted to thank my mom and dad for giving me the support that I need to do what I do, and lessons and rides, even though I drive now. But thank you for that. And I wanted to thank the band directors, Mr. Ascari, Mr. Cuellar, Mr. Lemansky, and Mr. Suarez, for just being awesome band directors and playing a huge role in inspiring me and the section, inspiring me to become a band director. And thank you for that. And I lastly wanted to thank my mentor, Mark Lumley. Now, you have played a huge role in just everything that I do, everything that the section does, and I wanted to thank you for that. Thank you for giving us master classes. Thank you for teaching over half the section lessons and driving all the way to San Antonio from Bernie, and just being an awesome lesson teacher and just playing a huge role in the improvement that this section has had throughout the entire year. And thank you for being an awesome mentor and teaching me everything, pretty much everything that I know up to this point about teaching French horn and playing French horn. So thank you for that. You've been an awesome mentor and lesson teacher, and I thank you for that. Thank you for watching.